Good evening to all and welcome to the session, the Hindu Editorial Analysis for Proficiency in English. Today's editorial is related to Indian polity. Not very important, but there are some words you can learn from this editorial. And these go with lexical terms. Lexical terms related to polity, definitely important. Besides the vocabulary, besides the analysis, today you're going to work on the exam topics, spot the errors, fillers, and idioms. Besides, as usual, editorial vocabulary, enrich your word power. I hope everything is all right. Before I go to the analysis, I go to editorial vocabulary. Some students wanted to know how to join the Telegram group. After the session, go to the description of the video. There you find the link. Then click on the link, you can join. It is not interactive. You can only receive the messages. And sometimes if I cannot take the session, I inform beforehand. So one thing, you check the chat, live chat. That is one thing. Then you can see the message. Second, if you join the Telegram group, there I send the message and you don't have to wait. Please do that. Otherwise, you wait with your fingers crossed. That is of no use. Once you see the message, you can do something else. Very simple. So I hope you guys got it. Uh, Let us go to editorial vocabulary. The very first word, a simple word, but important from the exam point of view. Let us see the meaning of the word quiet. Here, the word is quiet. Quiet. Quiet place, quiet person. Having little activity or excitement and few people. So, what is it? Adjective. It's a simple word, but I said it's an important word from the exam point of view. And if you wonder, oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations at the outset. I will give the tips after the session or at the fag end of the session. I will do that. So, quite, Quite, quite big. Ah, very good. Who is this, Suresh? I appreciate that. Quite big. Here it is an adjective, means very big, quite interesting, very interesting. Quite. But this word quiet means calm, peaceful, serene, placid, and no activity, having little activity or excitement and few people. Then you have another word, Suresh has written quit. Not exactly related, but in a way related. Quiet, 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 and quit. Quit means to give up. So there is a saying in English, while preparing for competitive exams, you have to remember winners never quit, quitters never win. Do remember that. Low key performance, low key affair, these are the combinations. Low key activity, part of speech adjective, quiet and without a great show of excitement. You do something or someone does something, no excitement, you don't see that enthusiasm. And then we use the expression low key activity, a low key affair. Languid is an important word, I guess we have got for the first time. Part of speech adjective, moving or speaking slowly with little energy, often in an attractive way. I don't think so. But here, first part you can consider moving or speaking slowly with little energy. Languid. Context also talks about something negative, not positive. So here it has a negative connotation, but important word. Carve out. Carve out. It's a phrasal verb. To shape something. Carving goes with sculpture and it goes with models, clay models, not the regular fashion models. To successfully create or get something. In this context, to create a state. Hinge is an important word. It can be a noun, it can be a verb, but in the context of the editorial, it has been used as a verb. To depend on something, hinges on something, means depends on something. Vexed, it's a word that goes with everyday English. I got vexed with something. Wood carvings, very good. Troubling and difficult. A typical combination, vexed problem, vexed situation, vexed with people, and vexed problem, vexed question, situation, troubling and difficult to handle. Euphemism, an important word I use quite often while giving examples. Euphemism, part of speech noun. A word or phrase used to avoid saying an unpleasant or offensive word. A typical example I give, imagine someone died. You say he died. It sounds very harsh. But instead of that, you say he passed away. That sounds better. Passed away, that is euphemism. He died, very harsh. And one more example I give, when someone is not normal, not sane, the word is insane. We use the word mad, and the place is known as mental hospital. Mental hospital sounds very harsh, but euphemism, we use the word asylum. Asylum has got two different meanings. One meaning, a mental hospital or a place where lunatics are kept. Another meaning of asylum, shelter, political asylum, political shelter given to refugees of a particular country, from a particular country. Encompass, we have got for the first time, part of speech verb, to include different types of things. Encompass certain things means include. That's an important word. Ideology, part of speech, no, it is a noun actually. It's a noun. So, what does it mean, ideology? A set of beliefs or principles, especially one on which a political system, contextually, a party or organization is based. Generally, it goes with ideology of the party, ideology of the political system, ideology of a particular group. Proximity, being close to someone or something, the state of being near in space or time. But you can also remember being close to someone or something. Devoid, I think we have got for the first time. That is also an important word, part of speech adjective. To lack or to be without something that is necessary or usual. Devoid of something means to lack something. It takes a preposition of. Merge, we have got many a time, part of speech verb. Merger, noun. To combine or join together or to cause things to do this. Merging means combining, and it goes with companies, organizations, unions, merging parties also sometimes. Deny, to say that something is not true, one meaning. To not to allow someone to have or do something, another meaning. Deny the access means not to allow someone. He has denied the reports means he has said they are not true. Different meanings. Another meaning of the word deny, to refuse. Even that you have to recollect. Decimate is an important word we have got for the first time. Part of speech verb, it's a regular verb. To kill a large number of something, not exactly in this context. To reduce something severely. To decimate the Congress party means to reduce the impact of that, influence of that. Betray, an important word. Betrayal, noun form. Betray, verb. To not to be loyal to your country or a person. You can also recollect the expression backstabbing. Betray someone means backstab someone. You are not loyal, at the same time, you try to harm that person. And in the context of your country, you try to give the secrets to the enemy. That is known as betrayal, backstabbing. Formidable, another important word, though we have got many a time. Formidable opponent, formidable team, part of speech adjective, formidable party, causing you to have fear or respect for something. When you use the word formidable, in a way you're awestruck or you're impressed, and it may instill fear or respect. An important word, formidable. And there's another word you have to recollect, intimidate. Intimidation has a negative connotation. Formidable could be positive, positive connotation. Intimidate means to cause fear, intimidating, an important word. Alliance, it goes with polity, a lexical term, a group of countries, political parties, or people who have agreed to work together because of shared interests or aims. Insurgency, another lexical term that goes with polity, an important word, an occasion when a group of people attempt to take control of their country by force. In a way, it is a revolt, you can say. Stalemate, usually this goes with chess, a situation in which neither group involved in an argument can win. Yes, any party you can say. Ravi Yadav, what happened? The result. Let us go to the editorial. Quiet contest. Usually politics, if you take elections, you take at the time of elections, campaigning, canvassing, a lot of noise. Deadlock also you can use. But here, contrary to that, quiet contest, usually it is not quiet. So that is the reason why they have written the editorial. Quiet means having little activity or excitement and few people, not noisy, quiet. And the words you have to recollect: calm, quiet, placid, serene, all these words. Contest, elections. On the upcoming Nagaland Assembly elections, as I said, this is all about polity elections, especially to be specific, Nagaland Assembly elections. But what is the main idea of this editorial? Elections are low key in Nagaland despite demands around statehood and autonomy. Elections are low key, present tense. Low key means not, you don't see that. That's wonderful. Congratulations, Ravi Yadav. So low key, not with a lot, not with a great show or excitement, enthusiasm. Casually, you try to do low key affair. In this context, the low key elections are low key in Nagaland, despite an important word we have discussed many a time. Despite of is not correct, and in spite of should be written as three separate words. Despite demands around statehood and autonomy, independence. Campaigning is languid and politics cold in Nagaland. Campaigning is languid. Here, campaigning used as a noun subject, verb ing form used as a noun, we use the term gerund. So, singular, campaigning is languid. Languid is an important word, not a regular word. Moving or speaking slowly with little energy. That means not quite enthusiastic. And politics cold, again a negative connotation in Nagaland, which is to elect a new assembly on February 27th. The date is fast approaching, but you don't see that excitement, quiet. So, based on that, the very first statement talks about the present scenario in the state in Nagaland. Campaigning is languid. You can also use the word canvassing, campaigning or canvassing, languid, and politics cold, not excited. Long pending issues regarding regional autonomy exist around a demand for carving out a state in the eastern region, but Nagaland appears to have achieved a typical equilibrium, means balance, that hinges on transactional politics. A lengthy sentence, but what is the subject? Long pending issues regarding regional autonomy exist. Issues, plural, sentences in present tense, exist. Around what? A demand for carving out a state in the eastern region. In this context, carve out means to create. But Nagaland appears to have achieved, appears, Nagaland appears, it is in present tense, to have achieved, that is important from the exam point of view. It is a perfect infinitive, a non finite verb. What is a finite verb? It has a tense and it has to agree with the subject in person and number. What is a non finite verb? It does not have a tense. It doesn't have to agree with the subject in person and number. Non finite verbs are used as nouns, adjectives, though they are verbs. To have achieved, an important expression. And here, to have is a basic form infinitive, achieved past participle form. So it is called perfect infinitive, an important pattern. Nagaland appears to have achieved a typical equilibrium balance that hinges on transactional politics. Hinges as a noun, something that connects, usually doors and windows, a metal piece. But in this context, it has been used as a verb. It means to depend on. So equilibrium depends on what? Transactional politics. Transactional, again, it is an important word. Formidable English, that's a good combination. Now the editorial gives specific information how they have achieved equilibrium or balance. The Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) and its regional partner, the Nationalist Democratic People's Party (NDPP), are continuing with their 2018 seat sharing formula. So continuing, are continuing. This is in present continuous tense with their 2018 seat sharing formula. What is that formula? Contesting 20 and 40 seats respectively. So BJP 20 and NDPP 40 seats. The opposition Naga People's Front, NPF joined the NDPP BJP government in August 2021 in a united push to solve the vexed Indo Naga political issue, a euphemism for the final settlement with extremist groups, primarily the NSCN, Isaac Newer. So this sentence is about how this one and the previous one, how they have achieved equilibrium in a way because of the alliance. One thing, BJP and NDPP, and in August 2021, the opposition Naga People's Front joined this group, NDPP, BJP, in a united push. So obviously, so many parties join hands together. There is a sort of equilibrium or balance. And what is the objective? To solve the vexed, this is an important word, means what? Troubling and difficult to handle. Indo-Naga political issue, a euphemism for, euphemism saying something harsh in a nice way, for the final settlement with extremist groups. Primarily, there are so many groups, but the most important one, the NSCN, Isaac Newer. So it's a particular group and coming to an understanding. Voters, parties, and other groups appear to be at peace. Appear to be at peace. This is also an important expression. Appear to be, they appear to be happy, appear to be at peace. At peace is a phrase. Different people with the stakeholders, they appear to be at peace. Voters, parties, and other groups appear to be at peace with the opposition devoid arrangement politics. The opposition devoid means no opposition in a way because they have joined hands together. Opposition devoid arrangement of politics. Of the NPF's 25 MLAs, 21 merged with the NDPP in April 2022. Merged means combined. But most were denied a ticket. They were not given a ticket in spite of the fact that merging was there. One moved over to the BJP to become one of its 20 candidates. That means he has been given a ticket. The Congress decimated in 2018. This is an important word. Decimated means what? To reduce the impact or influence of someone or something, in this context, Congress party. The Congress, decimated in 2018, has 24 candidates, while has here it is in present, it talks about possession. While the once formidable NPF, formidable, an important word, causing you to have fear or respect for something, once formidable means now it is not formidable. NPF has named 22 candidates. Demand for a frontier Nagaland state remains an issue despite the withdrawal of a poll boycott called by the organization fighting for it. An organization fighting for frontier Nagaland state, they withdrew poll boycott call. So demand for a frontier Nagaland state remains an issue in spite of the fact or despite the withdrawal of a poll boycott. Initially, they wanted to boycott the poll, but they withdrew. Withdrawal of a poll boycott call by the organization fighting for it across 6 districts in the eastern part of the state, encompassing 20 constituencies. So, across 6 districts in the eastern part of the state, encompassing means covering, including 20 constituencies, the place from where a person contests, that place is called a constituency. The most talked about issue, as in the past elections since 2003, is the peace process with extremist groups. There are two dimensions to this Naga problem. One is frontier Nagaland state, that is one issue. The other one, peace process. The peace process with extremist groups. Political ideology. Ideology means a belief or beliefs or principles that belong to a particular party in this context. Political ideology has a limited role in Nagaland, and elections are usually fought around personalities and their capacity to project proximity towards the ruling establishment in Delhi. So here the sentence says ideology does not play a crucial role, but what plays a crucial role? The personalities and the capacity to project proximity towards the ruling establishment in Delhi means the power in Delhi, to what extent they are close proximity. Electoral calculations by groups are made around central funds. If they're close to Delhi, obviously, they get the funds. So electoral calculations by groups are made. They make active voice, something or a few things are made, president's passive voice, around central funds, which form the foundation of the state's rent-driven political economy. Funds are very important, so that's what the sentence conveys. The BJP NDPP alliance, we have got so many times, means joining hands together, different parties or countries, had characterized 2018 as an election for solution to the autonomy question. So they joined hands, claiming that they can provide the solution to the autonomy question. The center signed the framework agreement with the NSCN-IM in August 2015 and the agreed position with the Naga national political groups, a federation of 7 outfits that have joined the talks in November 2017. So this sentence conveys or provides information what happened in the past, initiatives taken, one in 2015, another in 2017, towards resolving the insurgency. Resolve we have got many a time in this context to find a solution towards resolving the insurgency. This is an important word. It's a lexical term that goes with polity. Insurgency means revolt. A group of people attempt to take control of their country by force. Insurgency, but soon ran into a stalemate, a deadlock. Means no one can win over a separate Naga flag and Naga constitution. They tried to do something, but eventually it resulted in a stalemate, means a deadlock. What is the reason for that? The demand for a separate Naga flag and a separate Naga constitution. In a way, it is not acceptable. The extremists have demanded a political settlement before polling, before elections, accusing the BJP of betraying Naga trust. There is one important word, betray, not to be loyal to your country or to a person you know very well. So, accusation, the extremists have demanded, present perfect tense, a political settlement before polling or before elections and accused the BJP of betraying Naga trust. The new government will have its hands full. Imagine some party comes to power and the new government will have its hands full, means they have to work on a lot of issues. That's all about this editorial. And you should learn a few important words. You have to spend some time and do remember. They go with what I call lexical terms related to polity. Let us go to questions based on comprehension. What is this editorial about? That's right. Nagamani, very good. What is this editorial about? What is languid in the context of the editorial? So you have to navigate, locate the word languid, and usually you find the answer. What do long pending issues regarding regional autonomy exist around? Long pending issues exist around something. So around what you have to answer. And regarding regional autonomy, more information. Why did the opposition Naga People's Front (NPF) join the NDPP BJP government in August 2021? So what is the objective? What is the reason for this opposition joining hands with NDPP BJP government? Last question. What is the most talked about issue as in the past elections since 2003? Since 2003, one particular issue has been in the limelight, most talked about issue. What is that? So here, when we talk about someone or something most talked about, then we say the issue is in the limelight or the person is in the limelight. Means the person or the issue gets the media attention. A lot of people talk about that. Let us go to practice questions based on exam topics. The first 5 questions go with error location. Yesterday, some questions were difficult. Today, not that difficult. So read the first one and try to spot the error. These reports have deterred some women to have the operation. No one has responded. The first question. These reports have deterred some women to have the operation. How come no response? The first question. In a way, you are right, Hema, Ravi Yadav. These reports have deterred. It is in present perfect, nothing wrong. These reports, subject, plural, have deterred. Present perfect, no error here. Deterred whom? Some women. But after that, deter is a verb. It takes a preposition, deter from. Based on that, here we cannot use to have. That is not correct. Here we have to say, these reports have deterred some women from having the operation. From having the operation, that means experiencing the operation. The correct sentence, these reports have deterred some women from having the operation, then it is correct. Because the moment you see the word deter, you have to think of the preposition from. And in the third part, you don't see from. Obviously, that is the error. 1 second, you should be able to spot the error. And what is this question about? It is about prepositional combination or fixed preposition. Please go to the next one. I answered the questions as best as I could. A very short sentence, but a common error. Under pressure, perhaps a bit difficult, so they have given many a time. Usually they give lengthy sentences, but here a short sentence. I answered the questions as best as I could. Where is the error? Ravi Yadav is the first one to answer. I want others also. Yes, Tapa also. Here I answered. Ask the question how or how did I answer? When you ask the question, how did I answer? You need an adverb. And adverb here, you cannot use an adjective. And that too in the superlative form. Here it is in the superlative form. You need an adverb in the positive form. Based on that, I answered the questions how as well as I could. That is right. Very good. A lot of students have got it right. Appreciable. Please go to question number 3. It is more better if one of the parents stays at home to look after the children. Exactly. How did I answer? You need an adverb. That too in the positive form. Yes, there is an error in the first part. What is wrong with the first part? Better is a comparative form. Good, better, best. And you cannot use one more comparative form. More is also comparative form. So it is like redundancy or superfluous. In bank exams, sometimes in SSC also, they do ask questions based on redundancy or superfluous, unnecessary use of words. Here we don't have to use the word more. It is better if one of the parents, again in this sentence, there are so many things you can recollect and consolidate. There are 3 important rules, but in all the 3 rules, the noun should always be in the plural form. Common error, a lot of people say one of the parent, not correct. One of the parents, noun should always be in the plural form. Stays at home, to look after, there's a phrasal verb. Look after means to take care of someone. Please go to the 4th one. Among the many challenges facing the country in the next decade is poverty and unemployment. We have done 3 questions. In all the questions, errors, I could show the errors. Now go to the 4th one. Good, better, best. That's right, Suresh. Please go to question number 4. Yes. Again, it is Ravi, first one to respond. Here, the subject is about among the many challenges plural, facing the country in the next decade. And we have to use challenges among the many challenges. Then the sentence expresses two challenges. One is poverty, and the other one is unemployment. Two with the conjunction end. Then we cannot use a singular verb, we have to use a plural verb. So, what are the challenges? There are so many challenges. Some of those challenges, or two of those challenges, are poverty and unemployment. Very good. Go to the last question. It is one of the leading insurance companies in India and they offer comprehensive financial services. Comprehensive financial services. You have got this word recently, comprehensive, all inclusive or holistic. Exhaustive also you can say. Exhausted, different. Exhaustive, different. No one has responded for question number 5. Offered? No, no. Praveen Kumar, yes. Here, no, no. Hema has got it right in a way. Not it is, but here it is one of the leading insurance companies in India. Here, one of the leading insurance companies in India. After that, there's another phrase, and we have to use here one. It talks about one company. Based on that, we have to use a pronoun in the singular form. And because the sentence is in present tense affirmative form, we should add s or es to the verb. This verb takes s. It offers, and it offers comprehensive financial services. It's a fact. No, we have to use present tense. It being is not correct. It offers, and it offers comprehensive financial services. I would like to know, has anyone got all the 5 correct? Let us go to fillers. Only one blank, a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose the right word. An important of Indian business has been its short-term focus, has been present perfect tense, important pattern. The primary auxiliary be, past participle form, been. 3, 3, 4, good. Venture you cannot use here. That is not the right word. Combination business venture, but in this context you cannot use the word venture. An important draw, no. You can consider the word neglect. You can consider the word failing. An important figure, no. But here, grammatically speaking, we cannot, contextually speaking, we cannot use the word neglect. The answer is the 5th word, not the 3rd one. Why 3rd one, so many students? Here, venture means enterprise, initiative. An important venture of Indian business. That is a wrong combination. What is the reason? Indian business ventures, we have to use the word ventures, the ventures of Indian business people. But here it does not go with the context. An important failing, the right word, an important failing of Indian business has been its short term focus. Indian business, some problems. One of the problems, lack of short term focus. To express that idea, this sentence, an important failing. In place of failing, you can also use the word drawback. An important drawback of Indian business has been its short-term focus. So I hope you got the contextual meaning. Answer is the 5th option, but no one has chosen the 5th option. That is really surprising. These two examples that Indian companies are capable of acquiring a global mindset. Exactly. Business, you have to think of long term. Only then you get success and you'll survive in the market. You can sustain your success. These two examples that Indian companies are capable of acquiring a global mindset. Very good. Need that? No. Here you should understand when you read the sentence before you go to the options. These two examples show, these two examples illustrate, these two examples demonstrate. These are the words that have to pop up before you go to the options. So it is not need, it is not write, it is not generate, it is not follow. You can also see here what happens, standards, levels. These two examples illustrate, no doubt that is the right word, but you should also think of other related words. These two examples demonstrate, these two examples illustrate, these two examples show, these two examples. Think of the related words and try to form the combinations that will help in the long run. There is an old idea in economics that if a rich and a poor country are, by trade, their standard of living should converge, means unite in the long run. A lengthy sentence and a bit difficult to understand the context, but let's see how you're going to handle question number 3. There is an old idea in economics that, what is that old idea? If a rich country and a poor country are, by trade, their standard of living should converge in the long run. In the long run is a standard phrase. Very good. You guys have got it right. Mixed, no. Away, not at all relevant. Similar, no. Meeting, no. Are similar by trade? No. Linked by trade. They have to be linked by trade. Then obviously it is like a win-win situation or mutual benefit. In his first public comments, the president said with concern that the leak of classified information from the battlefield could potentially, individuals or operations, could potentially do what? First, you read the sentence, understand the context, then think of the right word. Contextual awareness very important when it comes to fillers. Do remember. Try to understand the context. Here, the context could potentially, the leak of something, the context is negative. Then we cannot use the word strengthen, which is a positive word. Potentially kill. Leak of classified information does not kill people. Hold the third option. Disturb, hold the fourth option. Identify, not contextually relevant. So here, leak of classified means secret information will usually jeopardize, not disturb. Jeopardize means threaten. Threaten. So what is the right word? A leak of classified information could potentially jeopardize or threaten. Here you have to recollect the word endangered. Very good. Endanger. Threaten or endanger individuals or operations. Third option is the right word. Question number 5. This goes with contextual awareness, but more than contextual awareness, question number 5 goes with grammar knowledge. If you answer this, you are ready for the exam. You should be happy. That means you're good at grammar. When you read the sentence, there is a clue for you. Would have missed. This pattern goes with past conditional. So you have to recollect past conditional. Any conditional sentence, we have two clauses. One if clause, the other one main clause. So this is a main clause. In the main clause, we have would plus have plus verb past participle form. That means past conditional. And here we need the if clause should be in past perfect tense. But if I had not informed one pattern, if you drop the word if, past perfect should be in interrogative form. So based on that, answer is the fourth option. Who has chosen the fourth option? Answer, I appreciate those who have chosen the fourth option. It is not if. If I not informed, grammatically not correct. If I had not informed, but here you see only the word if. There are two patterns here. One, if I had not informed, this is a regular pattern. Sentence is in, if clause is in past perfect. But there's another pattern. What is that pattern? You can drop the word if. If you drop the word if, then past perfect should be in interrogative form. Here it is in affirmative form because of the word if. But you drop the word if, then it should be in interrogative form. Then what do you get? Had I not informed, had I not informed. So answer is the fourth option. Who has got all the five correct? Fillers, please respond. Let us go to idioms. Has anyone got all the five correct? Fillers. No one has responded. So idioms, first one, make something more interesting and more exciting. Four, Nagamani, good. Suresh, good. That is really good. But five, outstanding. Four, be happy. Yes, Lata also four. Suresh also four. That's good. Who is this? Sairam says, I got it, sir. That's very good. So here, make something more interesting and more exciting. What is the idiomatic expression? Jot down? No, not the fourth one. First one, what is the answer? Zazz up. Answer is C. Quickly write it down on a pad or piece of paper. Jot down the points. Note down the points, usually we say. Answer is D. Mix up things. You all know para jumbles. Jumble means what? To mix up. Ravi Yadav has got all the five correct. That's good. So this is an easy one. Jumble up. Mix up things means what? Jumble. Word jumble. Sentence jumble. Para jumble. So here E is the answer. Oh, very good. What is this? Who is this? Nagamani. Oh, congratulations, Nagamani. You have been regular, the Hindu editorial sessions, other sessions as well. Glad to know that. Very good. All the best. Your hard work has paid off. That's really good. To increase the price, see all others, please congratulate her. Our student Nagamani. She has got, is it Mehboob Nagar, DCCB? Suresh has congratulated. Very good. I appreciate that. To increase the price or the cost of something by a large amount. So answer is A, jack up. Jack up the price. She has been quite regular, not only for the Hindu editorial analysis, for other videos as well. And she has been working very hard, couple of years, and if she has got success, very good. To force too many things or people into a small space, jam into an easy one. Today the idioms are easy. Mehboob Nagar DCCB, very good. Happy for you, Nagamani. The two students, I remember one Nagamaleshwari, she got a bank job, and the other one Nagamani. Both of them have got. That's really good. Let us go to the last slide. Enrich your word power, test your word power. Editorial vocabulary. Read the first one, language. Think of the part of speech. I have given the combinations as well. Language, affair. Language, performance. Language, something. Means adjective. Based on the combination, you can guess the part of speech. Adjective. What does it mean? Language. Your hard work never goes waste. It may get delayed sometimes, but hard work always fetches success. All of you should remember while preparing for competitive exams. If not today, tomorrow. Your hard work will never go waste. Eventually, you're bound to get success. No one has responded. First to an adjective, but what is the meaning? Moving or speaking slowly, answer is E. Hinge, usually it is a noun, but in the context of the editorial, verb. What does it mean? Depend on something, to depend on something. H is the answer. Vexed, in the context of the editorial, adjective. Vexed can also be a verb, but vexed question, vexed problem, then it becomes an adjective. What does it mean? Troubling and difficult. Answer is D. Euphemism, an important word, part of speech, noun. Word or phrase used to avoid harshness. Answer is I. 27th of July 2022. Okay, fine. So you have been working. That's what I guess. Have you been working for quite some time? Euphemism, an important word or phrase used to avoid harshness. Say something harsh in a nice way. Encompass, it's a regular verb to include different types of things. B. Proximity, closeness, proximity to someone or something, state of being near in space and time. Answer is A, and part of speech, noun. Good, that's really good. Devoid, part of speech, adjective. It takes a preposition of, devoid of something. To be, to lack or be without something. Answer is C. Decimate, part of speech. I will have a session tomorrow, not tomorrow, on Monday, Ravi Yadav. Try to attend the session in the evening, not a YouTube app. See the notification and check the time and try to attend. I will definitely help. Decimate, a regular verb, meaning reduce severely. F. Betray is also a verb, betrayal, noun. Means what? To be, or to not be loyal to your country, to a known person, to a friend. Answer is G. Stalemate, noun, a deadlock. What are you left with? A situation in which neither wins here. Answer is J. That's all about today's editorial. And I would like to tell, please join the Telegram group. After the session, go to the description of the video and click on the link. Why should you join? Sometimes I may not be able to take the session. Then I inform the students in those who join the Telegram group. Beforehand, I inform. Then they don't have to wait. They can do something else. They can use the time effectively instead of waiting with fingers crossed. Do remember that. And do remember to subscribe and share. Thank you very much. Good night to all of you. And tomorrow there's no session because tomorrow is Sunday. Sunday we don't have an editorial.